hope you've had a great week. I've had a really good week on this portfolio. Hope you've had a great week in the market. So this week a couple of things happened. We had some really good gains in the market. I'm going to talk about that in a second. So the S&P 500, which is like the main market index, um, gone up this week pretty much like 5%. This is huge for the S&P 500. Um, I'll touch on that in a bit. We'll touch on the unemployment rate and also what our uncle at the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, what he has been doing. Because for me, I really care about just looking at the numbers. I don't really care about news and stuff. Um, I care about just looking at the numbers. So if we pop right into the portfolio, as you can see, I'm pretty much out of cash. And the reason why I did that was I see an upside to this market because a lot of the news that has been coming in, they've been back and forth, but in general I see an upside to the market, so I decided to just be less cash heavy and just let the money go to work. I will show you where the money primarily went for this week. But before we get into that, let's look at the numbers really quickly. For the week, the portfolio has generated about $8.50. This is really good. This is really good because this is more than what I used to make make like a month ago. So the portfolio is really working for me. It's generating money on a weekly basis. If I go on a monthly view, like I always say in every video, for me I really care about the week view and the trailing. This is like the trailing 30 days from today, which is Saturday, June 6th. Saturday, June 6th, the past 30 days from now. This is like the trailing 30 days, and this is like the trailing week. So for the past 30 days, the portfolio has generated about $12.36, which is really good. This is amazing because anybody can have this kind of cash in their account and not be generating anything. But if you do a strategy like dividend investing like this, your portfolio can be earning you money on a regular basis, and this is what I'm trying to do, and this is what I'm sharing with you. I hope you're finding a lot of value in what I'm doing right here. But if we go on a week view, this is great. The portfolio has generated $8.50, and it's going to be going up from here because of all the things that I've been doing in the background to the portfolio. If we pop right in here, Stash Invest ETF, we pop right in there. As you can see, my holdings for SPHD has gone up pretty significantly, and the reason why I decided to bump that up is SPHD is still cheap. It's still cheap compared to the overall market. So as we can see here, this is the chart for SPHD. So as you can see here, this is the chart for SPHD. This is a monthly paying dividend income stocks. So this stock is primarily focused on paying every single month. So just before we had the issue with the virus at the beginning of the year, as you can see, it was trading for $44, and then we had the virus issue and the whole thing just tumbled down. It came all the way down to 27. So now I've been scooping this up all the way at 31. I've been scooping it up here at around the 31 area, but I decided to really just just put the rest of the cash right about this point right here. So I've seen some pretty good gains, but as you can see, the gains are still yet to come, because if my predictions are right, which so far things are going along that way, it looks like this particular stock will be back up here in no time. And if the opposite happens as well, let's say if it goes down, it's okay as well, because I'll be scooping more at a cheaper price, because I wasn't able to get some here when it was at 27. So if it goes down some more from here, I'll be scooping more at a cheaper price. So if we look here, we click here, we can see that every month, for every single share that you own, you're gonna get paid 16 cents, right? So we keep an eye on here, 16 cents. This is for May. They haven't announced June yet. And we'll pop here, we'll see it's 16 cents. We'll pop here as well, we'll see that it's 16 cents. So every single share you own of the stock, it pays you 16 cents on a monthly basis every single month. So if we bring out the calculator right here really quickly, let's do the numbers. If we have a total value of $3,090, and then we divide it by the current price, which is $36, divided by the current price divided by 36. I basically have a total of 86 shares, right? So 16 cents times 86 shares. So this particular holding right here, this holding should be paying me almost $14 on a monthly basis. So this is how you do the rough number. This is how you do, quick rough number on this kind of a stock. So as we see here, so far the gains has been pretty nice. I've made 5% on my money, and that's just capital gains. That's the increase in value of this particular stock. So I really encourage you to consider this, do some research, look into how how this particular one works. At the moment, it's still at a discount. There's still a potential like $8 to $10 movement in the price. So I highly recommend everybody just check out this stock right here. It's at $36 right now. It yields a little bit less than this. As you can see, this is the total shares I own. It's close to 85 shares, so I should be getting paid roughly $13 from this every month. And this is just one stock out of so many that I own, right? This is just one stock out of so many. So over time, the amount of money that I will get paid straight from what I'm putting in will go up over time. So I'll be sharing that with you on a regular basis. So the other segment of the portfolio that I've increased my holding in is the Berkshire Hathaway section. I was doing some research. The whole holding here, the whole stocks, they basically undervalued for the most part. So I've been scooping them up. The only one that is basically might be a little bit overvalued might be Apple, but as we all know, Apple, they sell a lot of stuff, they own a lot of stuff, they're in so many countries, and they pay their dividend on a regular basis. That's great. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So I increased my holding here to like over 1,000. So I'll be looking forward to increasing my holdings in all these other ones as well, getting them just over 1,000. Once I get them over 1,000, then I'll just completely leave the portfolio alone. All I just have to do is increase the amount of money that I put in the portfolio, which would be right here, and I'll just let the portfolio reinvest the money back into the underweighted ones. An example of what I'm talking about is this $35 right here that's remaining in cash right here. On Monday, it will be reinvested automatically in these three different companies, right? And they all pay dividend. Some of them pay monthly, some of them pay quarterly, but they all pay dividend. So $11 will go into Store Capital, LTC Property, and World Tower. So that's how the portfolio just M1. That's how M1 just get the job done in the background. So if you're lucky enough and you're in the US and you're watching this video, links will be in the description for my for this all this setup. You can look over it, but this is exactly what I'm doing with my money. And as you can see, we're making gains on a regular basis, and this is exactly what I want to be doing with this portfolio. To this section right here, I filtered this by the week. So this is the current week that we're in, and I filtered it by the trading. So these are all the trades that I made in the portfolio this week. Some of them were straight up automatic by M1. You just put the money in, and M1 just buys the underweighted, the cheapest one. You know, instead of putting money into something that is already high, into a stock that is already high, M1 just automatically go in and they buy the ones that are currently maybe low on the value and low in price. And the money, the total amount of money that you put in, like for example here was I put in $756, and it basically just split the money amongst all these companies. It does that by itself in the background, which is great because I don't have to do this by myself. The computer, the M1 portfolio just do that for me in the background. I think the ones that I picked by myself were SPHD, like I touched on earlier on. I jumped in that one and I bought a lot more. But yeah, the portfolio just do its thing, and I keep buying all these different companies that we all know and love, and we all use their stuff all the time. And yeah, the portfolio is just a machine right now. It's just doing what it needs to do. But this probably total about 4,600, over 4,600. So a lot of money went in the portfolio this week. I pop over to dividend. On the dividend side, these are all companies that are paying me every single day, right? And that's what adds up. To what I show you here. If I go on a weekly basis, this is what adds up to this, right? So this is the kind of thing you can do with a portfolio like this. And we pop over to funding history. Like I said, the goal is to get this as high as possible this year, to get up to 50,000, and that should be earning me roughly $150 a month with dividends. So I'm looking forward to that. $150 a month can take care of a lot of things. It can take care of phone bills. It can take care of insurance, you know, for so many people. And you don't have to do anything to earn this money. All you just have to do is you put your money in, and your money makes money for you. It earns you money. So if you want to get to know what I'm doing here, just check out the links in the description. The links to my entire holdings will be in the description. So getting into the news here, so during the week, the S&P 500 basically just went up all throughout the week. The S&P 500 went up, and it's gone up by about 5%. What that means is the market is optimistic about what's going to happen in the future, and based on the economy opening up, Europe opening up, the market is very optimistic. And then last week, you know, we had the vaccines that are working, right? So the market is very excited about the news that's going to happen in the future. So that's why the S&P has been going up on for the whole week. And I think next week as well, based on whatever news is coming out next week, I think the market is probably gonna go up. But if it goes down, it's great for people like me that invest in dividend. I'll just be able to scoop some more up at a cheaper price. So the other thing that is making the market so excited about the future is the unemployment rate, right? So the unemployment rate basically went down to 13.3%. So what happened is economists were predicting that the unemployment rate would be up to 20%, which is like the Great Depression level, right? They were predicting that it would get up to that, but fortunately for us and for the US economy, 2.5 million people went back to work, and it brought the unemployment rate back to 13%. 13% of the working population of the US. You can see how huge this virus is and how huge it's impacted people's lives. So the market is still happy that it's not 20% of people that are unemployed. It's just 13%. So the market is happy about that. And as you can see the reaction on Friday, in the market went up by, let's see, at the highest point here, it went up by 3% alone on Friday. And imagine the whole week, right? The S&P 500 went up by 5%. So most of the gains throughout the week was just on Friday. That's why if you're in cash, right now, probably not a good idea. Maybe 50% should be in the market and 50% should be in cash or something, so you don't miss out. But with me, I'm different. I'm a dividend investor, so this is not advice. Do your own research and consult your tax professional. I know exactly what I'm doing with my money. I'm just sharing it with you. But on Friday, as we can see here, the market went up by 3%. It went up, and S&P don't go up that much. It don't go up that much. So on Friday, the market went up a lot, and it's all based on this news right here, that the unemployment rate is 13%, and 2.5 million people basically went back to work, and so the market is very happy with that. The other news that I'm gonna get into would be the Federal Reserve, right? This is the central bank of the U.S., right? If you look at your dollar bill or your $100 bill, the Federal Reserve, the money comes from these people. These are the money printers. This is the people that are in charge of monetary policy for the U.S. Now, if we look at year to date, we just click on year to date here. They've increased their balance sheet by just from February, just before the coronavirus started. They've increased their balance sheet by over $3 trillion. $3 trillion. And this is probably still going up because the interest rate is so low right now compared to what it used to be, right? The interest rate is so low. So what this means for you and I, the regular folks that we're just going by our life and trying to make something off of it, this means that as long as the Federal Reserve, as long as they keep printing more money and putting more money into the economy, the stock market will be going up. Because the Fed is even getting into the business of buying junk bonds, which is just crazy, but they're getting into that business. So you can't fight the Federal Reserve. Just dollar cost average into your portfolio and you will be just fine. And that's exactly what I'm doing right here. I roughly automatically I put for those that are interested in knowing, I put 10%. This is where my savings is for me. This is the best place to save at the moment, because it yields a 1.7% yield. So that means when you have your money in here, instead of having it in a savings account don't pay any interest right now. But when you have your money in this particular one, this SHV, right? If you have your money in this holding, you're gonna get a 1.76%. That means you're gonna get paid that on a monthly basis, and it's you're basically lending money to the US government. You're lending money to the government and they pay you interest on a regular basis. I don't know if they've paid recently, but so far I've earned that much from this. But this is basically where I park my savings, and usually every week 10% of my income goes in here, and I put about 50 to 60% in general into the portfolio in general to earn money. So 50 to 60% of the income goes into the portfolio, and 10% goes into savings, and that's how I've been able to increase how much money I'm earning from this portfolio in the background, right? So if you've gotten value from this videos, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow this channel and grow it to like 1,000 people. I think I have 100 and something, 120 subscribers. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for watching. Share my videos with other people. Let people know about this. This is the only way we can all increase our net worth. We can all get rich by putting our money into things that will pay us. This is like you buying assets. All these companies, these are just not companies. These are companies that are out there. Bank of America, they make a lot of money every 3 months. They make billions of dollars from interest payment, and by owning them, you get a piece of that billions of dollars every single quarter. You know, American Express, Duke Energy, Disney, Costco, Amazon, Berkshire Hathaway, all these companies, they make billions and billions of dollars, and by owning a piece of them, you're entitled to earn some part of that money. So that's what I'm trying to show you, how I'm doing it. And stick around, share my channel with other people as well, so we can grow this community. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next week. Have a good one.